Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Second and 9 now.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Multiple plays combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they fired last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Play action. It's Luck. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Seahawks at 500 at 6 and 6. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Luck. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake it. Now Luck. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of
and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. George Kittle with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And going right back to Walker.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Luck. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They're going to try and throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
That's out to the left and complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Piñeiro. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Walker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll send Brown in motion right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Here's a quick throw right side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. George Kittle with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And it makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that. Right there, they get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, L.A. T.J. Hockenson, 36 yards. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throw out wide to Walker. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The final shot before the break. Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Going right back to Fant.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back to throw, Luck. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
Touchdown, L.A.
Tutu Atwell.
51 yards.
And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. Uses this stiff arm. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off of play action, Luck. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not
only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Rams. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Locke. He finds his man complete. That's Stump. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play action. It's Locke.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Locke. Got him in. It's Brown.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
Touchdown! Cooper Kupp. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Luck on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke.
This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
106 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
He completes this to Walker.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Throwing now, Luck. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck.
He's got Fant. He just keeps on connecting with it.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the victory here for Seattle. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same